And Ukrainian emergency crews are assessing the damage from a huge Russian air attack on Kyiv. Explosions ringing out in the early hours of the morning, with Russian missiles and drones striking residential buildings and other structures across the capital overnight. Kyiv's mayor says at least 20 people have been wounded and at least one person has died. Residents describe a terrifying night, sheltering in the city's metro as they waited for the bombardment to end. Earlier, Ukraine and the U.S. had warned about Russian retaliation for a deadly Ukrainian strike on Friday. Russian President Vladimir Putin accuses Ukraine of firing drones on a college dormitory in the occupied Luhansk region in a, quote, terrorist act. Ukraine denies those claims, saying they only target military infrastructure. Russian state media says 18 people were killed. Let's bring in CNN military analyst and retired U.S. Air Force Colonel Cedric Leighton. Colonel Leighton, always good to see you. I do want to start with Ukraine because we have two developments here. One, Russia accusing Ukraine of hitting a dorm with a drone that Ukraine denies responsibility for. Then two, the strike by Russia and alleged retaliation to the drone strike, described as a barrage of missiles using a missile system that they haven't very often, targeting Kyiv with a medium-range missile system. What do these developments tell you about this stage of the war and the capabilities of each side right now?
Yeah, great to be with you, Brian. One of the things to note about this is that in Ukraine, the war is basically at somewhat of a stalemate, but the Ukrainians are moving forward with a lot of different moves that really target areas deep inside Russia. The missile that you're referring to that the Russians have used on their attack on Kyiv may be the Oreshnik missile, which is a hypersonic missile. That missile goes at least 5 times the speed of sound, and in some cases has been known to go about 9 times the speed of sound. And that particular missile attack, that type of missile, has been used at least 3 times now, if it's proven that this missile was used in this latest attack on Kyiv. So the Russians are basically using missiles that are part of their more extensive inventory, their more sophisticated inventory. And in a way, it's designed to send a message not only to the Ukrainian government, but also to the European governments, as well as even the United States, that Russia has these missiles in its arsenal and it's willing to use them. So in essence, the Russians are warning that an escalation is possible in their war, not only against Ukraine, but any possible future conflict that they might engage in, say with other NATO countries, or even with countries outside of NATO.
йшли під вибухи, бачили, як там літало, дуже було страшно, лячно. Але вже більше 3 годин сидимо тут і слухаємо тут вибухи. Це, звісно, жахливо. Жахливо те, що робить Росія, те, що вона намагається нас знищити, те, що вона не дає ніяких шансів нам на життя, але іншого варіанту в нас немає. Ми маємо все це витримати.
Поки не буде рішучої позиції міжнародного співтовариства і рішучої позиції європейських країн, НАТО, Сполучені Штати Америки, звісно, ми розраховували на їхню активнішу підтримку в протидії російській агресії, то цей процес може затягнутися, але ми сподіваємося все-таки, що агресор буде покараний.
Чим більше вони нас тут бомблять, тим більше у нас впевненість в тому, що ми тут, знаєте, справедливість наша і добро наше. Вони часто кажуть про те, що з ними Бог. Який Бог з ними? Навіть страшно про це чути.
大家好，我是主播周玉琴。很多的朋友告诉我们，选择原版的太阳星全效克菲尔益生菌，它添加有羽衣甘蓝，健康再加分。而有睡眠困扰的朋友们，赶快选择蓝色包装这一款晚安加强版，绝对是更有感。每日克菲尔，时刻美好 ，Good Feel Good， 请上快点购为健康下单，而且要记得输入推荐代码，有额外的折扣优惠。太阳星全效克菲尔益生菌基础版、晚安加强版，新包装改版，内容不变，抽取更方便。要吃就吃最好的。